As one of the cheapest Forex brokers in Europe, it's easy to see why Tickmill is on our list of the top Forex brokers in the world in 2025. I'm Noam.
And I'm Justin. We've been comparing Forex brokers for over a decade now, and we've been looking to the latest when it comes to CFD and Forex insights.
In this video, we're going to go over Tickmill and let you know whether we think they're a fantastic Forex broker for 2025 and beyond. All right, Justin, Tickmill is not a company that we've worked too closely with in the past, but they're one of our 50 brokers that we've now reviewed on our website. What can you tell the guys back home about Tickmill?
Sure, so Tickmill wasn't on our radar initially because they really focus on mainly European-based traders and across Asia. So in an area like Australia here, they're actually not ASIC regulated and therefore have a lower presence, but they are popular in these set regions. So it was worth discovering, and they're one of the most improved scores that we've seen from 2024 to 2025, and we're going to discuss why that is.
Okay, so as with all our Forex broker reviews, we provide an overall score and then we go into the categories that we think matters for you guys back home. The score that we provided Tickmill in 2025 was 77 out of 100. So a pretty decent score. It's a high distinction, I think, at university. All right, so let's look at trading costs first. Trading costs, we awarded them a score of 9.5 out of 10, so exceptional results there. What did you like about their trading costs?
Sure, so they have two types of trading accounts. First of all, they've got the standard account, and that's got a no commission spread only, and they score quite poorly in that. But we're going to push that to the side, and that's probably why they lost the 0.5, to be honest. And we're going to talk about the raw account, and that's what we recommend traders use. It's often got the lowest fees out of those two trading accounts. Now, Tickmill have the lowest commission of any Forex broker if you choose either the pound or the euro as your base currency. So that is massive. So what we've found is that commissions are the biggest determinant of the fee section. So Tickmill, big tick there. And then when we look at the average spreads, they're in the top 10 of the 50 brokers that we reviewed. So they've got low spreads, the lowest commission rates. Obviously that results in the lowest fees. There's no real hidden fees. It's pretty obvious to understand why, especially like in the UK, why they're considered the low cost Forex broker for the region. So 9.5, almost perfect. If you're looking for someone who's just really, really cheap and keeping your brokerage low, Tickmill in that region is recommended for you.
Okay, so that's 9.5 out of 10 for trading costs. The next category was trading experience. So this looks at things like execution speeds and stuff like that. What did you like about their trading experience?
Well, exactly what Noam just said is the execution speed of Tickmill was in the top 30%. So that's pretty good. And what that means is that if you're using something like automation, the odds of slippage are lower. So certainly we focus on this very strongly. That said, they aren't, obviously in the top handful of ones, like for example, Pepperstone, Black Bull, etc. So that may be a bit of a factor if you're a professional trader.
Yep.
But you're going to have to understand, we're going to talk about more categories. If you're going to go for this real low cost type of broker, they're going to have to make some sacrifices, and certainly trading experience is something that may be a big factor if you're an institutional trader trading large amounts with automation.
Okay, great. So that was trading experience, 7 out of 10. Trading platforms, this is your favorite category. This is where you shine. 7 out of 10. What do we like about Tickmill's trading platform?
Sure. So Tickmill, they've got your standard, MT4, MT5. They've even got their own trading platform, which I found to be, really great for especially beginner traders. Very easy to open an account to start trading, but they don't offer all the trading platforms. For example, CTrader, my favorite TradingView, they simply don't offer. Again, this is not surprising. We're talking about a low-cost broker that's really just focused on keeping fees down. So obviously licensing fees are something like TradingView, which obviously has some of the most advanced features, they're not going to offer, and maybe they will in 2025 later, but as it stands, they don't offer these types of trading platforms, so we had to not give it the perfect score and mark it down a bit to the 7 out of 10 review score.
Okay, now let's look at Trust. They received a score of 6 out of 10 for Trust. I know why they lost scores, but maybe you can go into it a little bit.
Sure, so this is a whole element of Tickmill, very well known in Europe, quite well known in Asia. For example, in Thailand, they have a strong brand resemblance, but in most other areas like Australia, US, Canada, etc., nobody knows who Tickmill is, and that's because they really have just focused on a few niche markets and have not chosen to get global licenses. So they're not ASIC regulated. They're not regulated in the US under CFTC. They're not regulated in Canada, and the list goes on. So when you go to a broker, let's say like Pepperstone or Anda, which have global regulation, trying to make sure they tick all the boxes, have the highest level of protection.
Yep.
Tickmill's gone the other way. They've said we're just going to focus on these markets. We're going to be well established in those, but we're not going to try to gain that global trust and recognition like some of the other global Forex brokers.
Okay, so stick with what you know best. All right, the next category we looked at was range of markets. They received a pretty good score here of 7.5 out of 10. Why 7.5?
Sure, so they offer all the markets. So let's say crypto, indices, Forex, shares, the list goes on. So they offer them all, but I looked at something like crypto and they're only offering the majors. So they're not offering the more exotics. I looked at currencies again. They're offering the majors and the minors, but some of the exotics, which we know are becoming more and more popular, as there's tariffs and these type of elements. People want to trade some of the more niche currencies. They don't offer that. Same with shares, etc., etc. So look, if 95% of what most people trade, they offer, and they offer it with really competitive fees. But if you're one of these niche traders that is always looking for the emerging markets and the emerging kind of instruments, they're very unlikely to offer what you're looking for.
Okay, and then the last category we looked at was customer service. They received a score of 6.5 out of 10. What did we and didn't we like about the customer service offering at Tickmill?
Okay, we didn't like the fact that it's very UK and Asia centric. So once again, if you're in markets outside of their core, you're probably going to find that they're not going to be necessarily responsive. So they're 24/7, but in reality, it's all about, are they going to be responsive over your time zone? We're based in Australia. Obviously, that's a very strange time zone for a broker like Tickmill. So when we were asking them questions, often it will just take a very, very long time to get any response from live chat.
Yeah.
So the amount of languages they support is limited. And just the level of understanding of the products. We were asking very specific questions and emailed them. It took a long time to respond, and often they would just give you the FAQ section. And nothing gets me more annoyed than when you ask a question and they just give you a link to the FAQs, which doesn't even give you the answers. So look, it's definitely a level below someone like Pepperstone, which I don't think have ever given me a resource section or something. And that shows when it comes to something like investment trends, when Pepperstone wins that category regularly for customer service and for client satisfaction. Tickmill consistently with investment trends actually wins on areas like cost, but never in these other categories. So again, you get what you pay for. We've kept the fees low. That may all be that matters if you're based in Europe or in the UK. Fair enough, but you can't expect for the highest level of customer service. You can't expect for the best trading platforms. You can't expect for the best technology stack, and that's certainly the case when it comes to Tickmill.
Okay, and that's why we gave them a score of 77 out of 100. Guys, there you have it, our 2025 Tickmill review. If this sounds like the right Forex broker for you, we've attached a link down below where you can proceed to the broker's website to sign up. We've also included a link to our comprehensive Tickmill analysis on our website as well, so you can do a little bit more reading in your own time. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave us a thumbs up and subscribe. And let us know if there are any other videos you'd like us to create for you in 2025 and beyond to help you on your trading journey. Just leave us a note in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Thank you.